So a little over a month ago, we started the process of building a shed in the backyard to house all of my equipment and kind of clear out the garage a little bit more. And I want to just kind of give you a little bit of a tease into the reveal of the shed and an overview of the shed, but primarily what I want to do is talk about how resilient this grass has been throughout the last month or so, and the beating that it's taken and the recovery that it's made. It's been quite the ride. Here we go. Now, the first thing I want to mention before I get into any pictures here is I chose and I planned on not watering at all back here until the concrete was done, until there was not going to be any more equipment back here. I wanted the ground to be as dry and hard as possible to avoid any damage to the turf, any ruts in the ground, any of that stuff. So I didn't water at all until this was all done, and then once it was all done, I started mowing and watering and fertilizing. Now, to kick this off, I just want to show you the aftermath of what the lawn looked like after we had the concrete poured. So this picture was taken on April 28th of this year, right after concrete was done. So leading up to this picture, we had a mini excavator, a small tractor, 2 skid steers, and a large roller that my neighbor said weighed about 10 or 12,000 pounds, all coming and going through the backyard here. And this is what the lawn looked like after all of that was done. So by that point, we had the concrete in, and all the damage that was going to be done over here was done. So after all of that, anytime equipment left the yard for the day, I would come out here with my backpack blower and a leaf rake. And anywhere there were tracks, I would come through here and just blow it up with the leaf blower, try to do my best to get the grass to stand back up, and get a leaf rake and just kind of rake everything up the best I could and get it to stand and get the air flowing. So about a week or so after the concrete was poured, I took another picture from the same spot, looking at the same view here, and I believe it was taken on May 6th. I think it was about 8 days, about a week or so, give or take, from when we had finished and all the equipment was gone, and I could start watering and mowing and fertilizing and really trying to recover from the absolute beatdown that the lawn took back here. So you can see, made a lot of progress in just a week's amount of time. It's really amazing what water can do to a lawn. It's just fascinating to me, and it was primarily water that really recovered most of this. And this area back here was a single lane entry. I told the guys, I had marked off all the sprinklers, and I had told the guys, when you come back here, try and stagger your routes to avoid going over the same area multiple times so that we don't really wear things down too much. And out here in this main area of the yard, they could do that. There's plenty of room for them to do that. And then over here, this is where everybody came in and out of, going up out into the driveway. And that area there took the biggest beating, and I'll take you over there in a second and kind of show you what's left and how it's doing. But the grass over here was taken down to the crowns, like to the nubs. And even today, a month later, here's a picture, same spot. You can hardly tell, or even if you didn't even know that there was ever any equipment back here. It's amazing. It's just fascinating to me. You would never know that there was any kind of activity that happened back here to get this shed in. And man, I can't wait to show you this shed. I still have a few things I want to do with it before I show it to you. One of the primary things being to paint it. I'm gonna have a garage door put in on it, and I need to get power out here. So still a few things left to do, but I can't wait to show you. I will show you one thing though. This is the end of the ramp going up to the slab into the shed. And because of the forms and the gap that was created between the edge of the concrete and the form and where the grass was, it was like a big dip. And so I wanted this to be a really smooth transition into the yard. And so I brought in a lot of a combination of topsoil and peat moss and mulch, and just kind of built up a ramp to transition into the grass really nicely. I put a bunch of seed down on here, the same seed blend that I'm using for the rest of the yard. This is the Nature Seed Blue Ribbon Mix. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check that out. Excellent seed, and the fact that it's survived all of this is just a testament to how resilient this blend is. So I put that down. I've got ryegrass sprouts already coming up. It's looking excellent, and I can't wait for all of this to be filled in and we just have a really nice transition up and into the shed, and it'll just be awesome. So behind me here, this is the ramp up and out of the yard. You can see it's all filled in, recovered really nicely. It's looking so good. And like I said, this was taken down to pretty much nothing. There was just dirt, and it was really bad. I was really curious to see how this was going to recover, and it recovered like this without any extra seed, just water, mowing, and fertilizer. And it's only had one fertilizer application. It's amazing what proper watering can do when you're needing to recover grass or sustain proper grass growth. So after all of that being said and done, I can't help but say that Kentucky bluegrass is the king of grasses. Its ability to repair on its own with the help of a little bit of water, a little bit of fertilizer, and regular mowing is just absolutely fascinating to me. It's amazing. I knew it would come back eventually, but I didn't know that it would take minimal effort on my part. There you go. That is a quick update on a little bit into what's been going on back here in the backyard with the shed. I can't wait to show it to you. It's getting really close to being done. I think after I paint it, I might give you a reveal and kind of show you what's left to do and what I'm looking forward to doing. Like I said, I need to put a garage door in. I need to come up with a power solution. Well, I have a solution, I just need to implement the power solution, and I need to paint it, and I need to put some drywall in there too. And after that, it'll be pretty much ready for move-in, and we can start moving in and getting full use out of this. I've got a couple things in there right now, but by no means are we moved in. So look forward to that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I've also got some updates on the putting green coming out here pretty soon, and the project over at my parents' house. So lots to look forward to, lots going on around here. I'm very busy, and I'm loving every minute of it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.